Today we're on Reddit. In the subreddit, people post Pokemon memes all the time. So let's check them out. Your birth month is what brown Pokemon you have to eat. What did you get? Who's in January? Who gets the privilege of low bunny? That's crazy. Also, why is Staraptor in here? Bro is black. Bro is not brown. What am I? My birthday is July, so I got... Oh, I would eat Dash's buns. I mean, Dash's buns. That was weird. But I would eat Dash's buns for real. All right, that's so strange. I can't believe I said that. Pidgeot's base speed is 101. The deck says it flies at Mach 2 speed, which is twice the speed of sound. Someone here is lying. Either Pidgeot's speed has to be like 200, or that means that there's like 200 Pokemon that are faster than Mach 2, and I don't believe that. The starter choices for Legends Z to A. So the new Pokemon game that is coming out later this year, I believe. I'm sure you know, but the starters are Tepig, Chikorita, and the GOAT, Totodile. Totodile is my personal favorite starter of any of the starters. For Alligator isn't, but as far as first evolutions go, Totodile is my GOAT. And this is probably an accurate representation as far as how many Pokemon are going to pick Totodile over Tepig and Chikorita. Honestly though, I kind of do like Chikorita. I think Chikorita gets too much hate, and Meganium is just okay. But Emboar, nah. Get Emboar out of here. Hey guys, look, it's Arceus. Not what I'm called. Dude, my comment section is hilarious. I love you guys. Specifically though, on my main channel, I get some of the craziest comments. I don't want to be that guy to call out specific fans. I appreciate each and every one of you. But in one of my newer videos, I asked who I should fuse Nidoking with, because I think Nidoking is a really cool Pokemon. We create fusions all the time. We don't have a Nidoking fusion, so I asked you guys, who should I do a fusion with? Please read this comment. Nico Aiken says, Kyogre Nidoking. I'll be honest, when I read this, it took me at least 20 seconds to decipher what this even means at all. But after doing some detective work, I'm pretty sure what Nico is asking for is a Kyogre Nidoking fusion. I can't. In almost every video, there's comments like that, and I absolutely love them. I should do an entire video just reviewing my comments. They're too good. Today marks my Weedle's 4th year defending a gym. Weedle. Wait, is that 1,461 hours? No, that's days. 1,461 days Weedle has defended a gym. Is Weedle the GOAT? I think Weedle might just be the GOAT. Arceus needs to step aside. Weedle needs to go in its place. Weedle is the new god Pokemon. There's a rare chance for a Bagon to call for help and a frickin' level 9 Salamence will show up, and you thought Lance's Dragonites were underleveled. Wait, what? How is there level 9 Salamence? And also, how does Bagon just summon in a Salamence? I didn't know that that was a thing, but also I never played Sun and Moon. I miss when the Gunk Shot move animation was just throwing a garbage can at the opponent. No way. Maybe the greatest move animation ever. I did not know that was a thing. Growing up, my favorite move animation was Tri Attack. That was like the coolest move of all time. But it was always scary because I never used it. It always just happened against me. But if I had a Pokemon that threw an entire garbage can at another Pokemon, that is the only move I would ever use. And I think I would laugh every single time. Officer Bobby turned off his body camera. Hey, yo! What is he about to do? Officer Bobby, chill! Hands are up. I didn't mean it. Don't shoot. Officer Bobby going off the wagoon. Bruh, look at those eyes, bro. I don't know what he's about to do, but my man is excited to do it. What game is this? Also Pokemon Sun and Moon? I missed out on a lot of memes in Pokemon Sun and Moon, apparently. I also didn't play Sword and Shield, so it could have been in that. I am noob. The childhood friend won for once. Ha ha ha. Yeah, whatever, nerd. Hey, when we grow up, let's get married wearing these costumes. Several years later, let me remind you, this was your idea. I know. Wait, hold on. That's kind of a W. Would I do that? Probably not, but still kind of a W. Like, they found each other when they were like 5 and got married. That's gotta be super rare. That's how you know you're real soulmates. I'm so done with Pokemon right now. I only realized today that this little shaman is not just a hedgehog. It is literally a hedgehog. Yo! Oh, wait, that is that is actually really clever. I wonder how many other Pokemon have things like that. You know what I'm trying to say? A lot of it probably goes unnoticed, because if you think about it, every single Pokemon design, it takes them years, at least 1 year, normally multiple years, to actually come out with these Pokemon. So you got to imagine that every single design is designed for a very particular reason. And I'm sure a lot of those reasons we haven't even figured out yet, but the Hedgehog that's fire. That's actually good. Me going into battle with a gym trainer. All right, hello. Their Pokemon's type doesn't match the gym's type. Okay, dude, if anyone says this guy looks like me, you're banned. I am blocking you from the channel. Anyone who comments, oh, at 8 minutes and 12 seconds, the little chubby kid with red hair looks just like you. Banned. Shabam. Kablooey. Wait, well, when does this even happen? When does a gym trainer ever have a Pokemon that's not its type? I mean, obviously there's dual typings. So for example, if it's an electric type, gym, bro can have Magneton, which is steel electric. But when is there ever like a time where it's not? Like it doesn't have the typing at all? I don't think so. I can't recall that. Planes need water? Do you guys think that Air Force planes were designed after Latios and Latias? Seems like it. Or was Latias designed after planes? In 2008, people used to work harder, I guess. Game Freak designing Cynthia's team. Game Freak designing Gita's team. Bro, this is actually so true. Cynthia had a goated team. So goated, in fact, that everybody knows Cynthia's team. That's not normal. You don't normally know Pokemon gym leaders' teams like that. Cynthia's, though, it was built perfectly. It was built with purpose. When I first went into the Elite Four building, I thought I was getting trolled. I thought like someone was gonna come out and say, bro, it's just a prank. Like the real Elite Four is this way. Because I didn't get spoiled at all when I did my playthrough. Just the Elite Four room in and of its own was probably the biggest letdown in my personal Pokemon journey. And that's completely not even including Gita's team. Gita's team was a joke. She had a Go-Goat. What are we doing? That is the Elite Four champion, and you have a Go-Goat? I don't really remember the rest of her team. I know that she had a Glimmora. Glimmora is okay, but like it was Go-Goat and then a bunch of doo-doo after doo-doo after doo-doo. Not one good Pokemon. There were a couple of somewhat challenging moments in that game. Overall, though, Scarlet and Violet, I think was way too easy, but I believe that Game Freak did it for a reason. They're probably trying to cater to a younger demographic and like making their games easier for children to play through and beat. But I don't know. I remember as a kid, Pokemon was fun when it was challenging, because if you couldn't beat it, eventually when you did, it was like a really big moment. But if they're gonna make it that easy to beat the Elite Four, it kind of defeats the whole purpose, right? Game Freak announces yet another Kanto game. Pokemon fans, I have played these games before. I actually, specifically with Legends Z to A, that I don't really understand, because it all takes place in Lumiose City, I believe, which is already a city that everyone's played in before. Like it's already a city that exists in one of the other games, I think in Sword and Shield. I should really be better since I'm reviewing these. But my point is like, I don't know. I feel like if they're gonna wait that long to release a new game, that they should at least spruce it up a bit more. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Here's a thought that terrifies me. Okay, we have One Punch Man and Wobbuffet. Oh boy, I think I know where this is going. One Punch Man punches Wobbuffet, and look what happens next. He must have been wearing a focus sash. He's on 1 HP. Wobbuffet uses counter and explodes the entire planet. Counter is a move that reciprocates any physical damage taken in that turn, but doubles it. So if you get punched by One Punch Man and use counter, you are doing double the amount of damage that One Punch Man's punch would have done, thus exploding Earth. That is actually so scary. The battery inside Real Miraidon by Toyota is a sandwich? Wait, I didn't even know this thing existed at all. I mean, the sandwich part is cute and funny and cool, but how about the Miraidon at all? Is that like a rideable motorcycle, but it's a Miraidon? Are you serious? Dude, that is so sick. They're not selling those though, right? Like you can't buy a Miraidon motorcycle. There's no way that that's allowed. But also, why wouldn't it be allowed? Yippee, we're all going to Kalos. Woohoo. Croissant. Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile are all running, but Cyndaquil falls into what seems to be a portal. Foolish mortal. Thou is being sent to ancient Hisui. No, Cyndaquil! Of all the other fire starters that they could have replaced him with, though, honestly, I don't hate Tepig that much. It's just Emboar. It's just Emboar. Ugh. The Minecraft movie mobs look really cursed. Meanwhile, Pokemon and Detective Pikachu. Yo! Yuck! I don't even know which one is the worst. Probably the Gengar. Is that no way that's a real frame? No way that's a real frame, right? I watched Detective Pikachu one time, but I'll admit, hand up, hand needs to go up for this one. Even higher, even higher, even higher. Hand way up. I watched it. I watched about a quarter of it on an airplane, and then I fell asleep, and then I woke up and the movie was over. I'm such a bad Pokemon fan, really. These are very cursed, though. Low-key, the Mr. Mime's not bad. Ludicolo is my favorite Pokemon of all time. They did not have to do my man like that. That's insane. Mentally ill cat. Mentally ill girlfriend. Mentally ill boyfriend. That's just Team Rocket. Yeah. That literally is Team Rocket. What? That's good. You know how some Pokemon can steal HP from others with moves like Absorb and Mega Drain? Do you think it tastes different depending on the species of Pokemon they steal it from? Hey. Yeah! This dude is asking the right questions. Like, just off the top of my head, I'm just gonna name a random Pokemon that I think would be, like, crazy to use it on, like Gardevoir, or like Lopunny, or like, how about Miltank? Wait, actually, using it on Miltank is probably one of the only Pokemon that it actually tastes good on. At least he gets some milk. He needs some milk! Just Mega Drain a Miltank then. Wait, I just realized that move, Mega Drain, and Giga Drain is the most sus move name I have ever heard in my life. I'm just used to it because I've heard it as a kid and I never thought it was that sus. That is insanely sus. Giga Drain? Bro, use Giga Drain on Miltank. Excuse me? Ludicolo! Use Giga Drain on that Charizard! Hey, yo! You said what? You told me to do what, boss? I don't know if I want to do that. I don't want to Giga Drain Charizard no more. He's been Giga Drain 4 times. It's not working. It's not working. And you know what? We're gonna end it there. This is getting a little bit out of hand. But if you guys did enjoy today's version of Pokemon memes and want to see more, you know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, and click right here.